Y'all, welcome back to another episode of Juice with the Fords. Come on, to Juice with the Fords. Y'all, it's your healthy habits and lifestyle coach, Giovanni. We getting into this watermelon juice reset, all right? To reduce inflammation and reclaim my energy, y'all. So I'm not just about to show you how to juice, but I'm here to really show you about something just as simple as starting a disrupting habit like juicing, because sometimes the things that we're doing are fueling inflammation that's causing us to stay stuck in pain, that's causing us to not have the energy that we want, that's causing us to be bloated. And so I really want you to start thinking about Monday not necessarily as a start over, but to get into rhythm with yourself and how to really show up and care and love yourself on a different way. So the truth is, healing doesn't happen when you overhaul and try to do all these new things on a Monday, but when you really just get in a rhythm of a habit. Maybe it's juicing, maybe it's preparing your meals and you're thinking about the meals instead of just grabbing something out of convenience. So this watermelon juice, we're going to test it out. We're going to see how it is because it's very late in watermelon season. So I don't know exactly how good the watermelon is going to be, but we're going to try it out. I got 2 of them. Maybe I'll juice one, eat the other, but it's one of my favorite ways to begin is juicing. So let's get into this thing. But let me know how the vibes vibing, what you getting into this week. How the vibes vibing, what you getting into this week. What do you eat? Okay, so looks like this might be an orange. Seeded orange. Let's check it out. Let's see if I can see it. Looks like a seeded orange. Orange has been hitting this season. I haven't had watermelon in a while. So I'm just going to try this one out real quick, see how it is. So I was actually supposed to juice it. Can y'all smell it? Oops. About a week ago, I was supposed to juice it. What up? Oh, shoot. Let me make sure I got to clean my mouth off. Got a little watermelon juice on it. What up, all shoot? What's the vibe for the week? Did you juice? You got in some fruit, some vegetables? What's your anti-inflammatory vibe of the week? Let me know. So y'all, let me take you back for a second. Before I was diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis, adenomyosis, polycystic ovary syndrome, fibroids. Diagnosis came March 2020. I ignored the bloating, the brain fog, being tired, not having much of an appetite, because I thought I was just being a busy person, working several jobs. And it's just what life looked like. Skipping meals, not making time to eat, not being mindful of what my body was communicating to me. But I didn't know. This is what I didn't know, y'all. I didn't know those tiny habits that I was brushing off every day, ignoring how I was taking care of myself, things that I was fueling that I didn't even know, like the fatigue, like the pelvic pain, like not having energy, being tired all the time. They were disrupting my body. They were fueling inflammation. And they eventually led to that diagnosis of a stage 4 endometriosis, adenomyosis, polycystic ovary syndrome, and fibroids. And I thought I was living healthy. Yeah, I didn't always eat everything like I was supposed to. I didn't eat fried foods all the time. I didn't have dairy all the time, but I had it. A lot of sugary foods. It was just the way I was living. I didn't know anything was wrong about it. I didn't know it was causing problems or it could cause problems. So my body wasn't really breaking down. It was more so begging me to really listen, tune in, and understand how my life is going. Isn't the way, isn't a healthy way, isn't a healing way. And if you can relate, Drop whey in the chat if you knew some of the ways you had really wasn't helping with what your body was experiencing, what it was communicating. So my first step was food as medicine. And yes, watermelon was one of the first things because it was a fruit I enjoyed. I didn't always like fruits growing up. Watermelon was a vibe. Grapes were a vibe. Tangerines sometimes were a vibe. But that was pretty much it. But this is the way I started to rebuild trust with my body. Is with eating. But definitely juicing. So I'm about to get into this thing. All right. Whole fruits and juicing are the plan. I will juice today afterward. What you juicing? And what whole fruits do you have? Come on with whey. I'm not the only one. Come through with the whey. Some of our ways. And we were thinking we needed more help. Depending on things outside of our body. When it was the way we were neglecting what was happening on the inside of our body. So y'all, this orange watermelon isn't as sweet as they've been all season. But again, I think because the watermelon season is ending. And I have really gotten into eating the seeds. Y'all let me know if y'all eat the watermelon seeds or nah. Seeds, no seeds. Let me know in the comments. Carrot and pineapples. Ooh. Is that one of your favorites? And I love that you're doing a vegetable and a fruit. Strawberries and grapes are the whole fruits I'll consume. Let's go with the berries. Antioxidants. Grapes are great for the lymphatic. Seeds. You eating the seeds too? Yes. It's like a whole nother vibe for me. All right, let's get into it, y'all. So, get this side. So, I don't know about this one, y'all. We're going to get into it. So, watermelon, deep hydration. I have not been getting in enough hydration. I did like a bottle of water, and I typically do a glass bottle of water. I think it's like 1 liter, and that's pretty much it, which is not a lot. It's not enough. And so I have definitely been feeling without getting in my juice. Maybe I had like some smoothies. So I did like strawberries, spinach, smoothies. I'm such a juice person. Juicing just really hydrates me. I feel good. I feel vibrant. Just mood is on point. And so watermelon is very hydrating. And I was like, okay, I got to get my hydration in. I got to get hydrated. Let me see what I can do about getting in some good watermelon. I feel like that's like the best hydrating fruit I can go for. So that's what I went with, y'all. So I got it. But I didn't even juice last week. And I was like, let me get my rhythm back. Let the beat drop. Get my rhythm back. Get the juice flow. So I was like, let me get into it. My mama was getting in here. She was getting her green juices on. Been taking our wellness shots. So our pineapple, ginger, turmeric juices have been a vibe. Still be getting those in. Getting in our sea moss to get our 92 essential vitamins and minerals. Now it's time to refill on that too. But deep hydration all the way to the cellular level when it comes to the watermelon. Because it's 90% water. So it's a vibe. Supports the lymphatic system. helps with detoxing the pathways. Most of us walk around dehydrated and wonder why we're so exhausted all the time. And so in the event that that's you, you feel so tired and you just don't know. And that was me last week. That's why I was like, oh, I got to get in my juice. I cannot neglect my vibes of getting in the juice. Again, as you hear me saying, I ain't juice last week or the week before. So clearly, I had to get back into my rhythm. And it's not about being perfect. It's already just knowing what do you need to do when you're feeling the way that you're feeling. And if you're on the journey long enough, you'll start to understand and know what tools you need to activate and get back to doing. So again, don't start over. Just drop the beat and get the rhythm going. So it's not, oh, I'm starting over. No, just getting my juice vibes going and flowing. Wasn't saying I wasn't getting in fruits before. And so because I know I was getting tired, I wasn't having the energy that I used to have. It felt like every time I wake up, I was ready to go right back to sleep. I could tell I would feel like really dry. Here's my ginger, y'all, to help with the anti-inflammatory. That's a bit. We going in with it, all right? So inflammation and circulation. Watermelon is very beneficial for that as well because it's rich in citrulline and lycopene, which helps reduce inflammation, improve blood flow. Inflammation, what you mean, Giovanni? Inflammation keeps your body in fight and flight mode, okay? Breaks down your immune system, starts wreaking havoc all in your body. All different systems can be affected. People's systems are affected differently depending on their root causes. And we got several lifestyle disruptors that help fuel and activate inflammation. If you're interested in that, just type disrupt in the comments. I'm going to drop a link. I'm working on this new guide to tell you all about the different lifestyle disruptors, things that you may not even know are causing you to stay in pain, causing you to be tired, causing you to be bloated. And there's some things within your power that you can do and activate it. So just wanted you to know about that. All right. Blood sugar balance. It's natural sweetness. Some watermelon are sweeter than others. This one's not as sweet that I've had prior to in the rest of the watermelon season. Again, because it's probably ending the season that they're not at, this one isn't as sweet. And I'm not quite sure what the other one is because I got two. So I'll check it out and see what it's all about. But blood sugar balance, natural sweetness and water content, it helps stabilize the blood sugar, reducing those wild sugar spikes and crashes when we're consuming processed sugars. All right. Really good for your hormone health. It supports the liver and your kidneys with the detoxing. All right. Helping you flush out excess estrogen, which is key if you're living with polycystic ovarian syndrome. Shout out to my PCOS posse and or fibroids. All right. And so they did find 2 small fibroids at the time of my surgery in March 2020 in my uterus, but also the PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. I have definitely seen a reduced amount of facial hair. Okay. When I am on a high raw or eating less processed foods, more whole foods. So those of us that are dealing with facial hair, with the PCOS, the hormones, plant-based has really shown. And I've been in a few communities, a few groups, and I've seen so many people have found so much relief and benefit from being more plant-based. It's your healing, it's your journey. I definitely feel like reducing some of the food triggers, the inflammation, the inflammatory foods definitely help. Definitely help. And if you're not quite sure about it, check the show notes. Got some guides. Here we go. That's a nice size piece of lime that's going in as well. And then it's gentle on your digestive system. All right. So it's soothing, it's supportive to your gut. Come on. Make good gut decisions. Make good gut decisions. Make good gut decisions. All right. That is definitely helpful for people that have hormonal conditions. But if you're just someone who has digestive issues, watermelon can definitely be beneficial to their guts. I'm not quite sure how this is going to go, y'all. That was a big piece of lime, a nice size ginger, and remember I told y'all this one isn't that sweet. So either you eat the whole watermelon or you juice it. It's still refreshing. And you're literally supporting your body and healing your system. So just starting with a jar of juice a day or eating a bowl of watermelon, it's a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe for your healing and for your life. All right, y'all. So that is the first one. I'm about to cut this next one up and see what it is looking like. Here goes Spence. Spencer. Looks like we're going to actually be over the plate flow. That's what it looks like. Looks like we're going to be over the flow over here. Okay. Favorite juicing combo, the pineapples and carrots. What are some of the primary causes of inflammation? Stress, distress. Definitely say distress. Not managing or eliminating stress. Environmental toxins, dairy, processed foods, sugar, lack of movement. Those are some of the ways I believe fuel inflammation. And I believe that most of those things people can definitely get support with or guidance with identifying, because I honestly believe that we don't know. We don't necessarily know what our life is looking like, how we're helping or hurting. And so actually in the show notes, I'm glad you said that. Oh, shoot. In the show notes, there's a spot your triggers quiz. I created this quiz so you can kind of spot your triggers. Where is it? Sleep hygiene is another one. And so go into the show notes and check out the spot your trigger quiz and take that quiz. And let's see what it looks like for you. How are you fueling inflammation, or might be fueling inflammation in your life? Disrupt, I got you. Be on the lookout to a response to this comment, or I'll also pin it at the top of the video once I have that out. So you'll definitely be able to see that. So again, y'all, type disrupt if you want to see what some of those lifestyle disruptors are that could be fueling your inflammation, keeping you stuck in pain, bloating, fatigue, and just not feeling like your high, vibrant self. All right. So make sure you drop that in the comments so I can make sure I comment to you and come back. And speaking on dropping it in the comments, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. So if you're watching on Facebook, definitely make sure you come and subscribe to YouTube and check the show notes for all good vibes and value. Here we go. Y'all already know the deal. If you're new, welcome. But if you're a thriver and you've been a part of the community, let me know how many jars of juice you think we got here. Whew. Let's see. How many do we have? Let me know in the comments. Talk that talk to me. Talk that talk to me. Talk that talk to me. What you think? Let me know. 7. Definitely got to make good decisions. Yes. All right. So we got 7. Okay. 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 Let's see. It's at the absolute top. I just wanted to. Ooh. Well, I have 5 jars over here. And I have a few on the other side of the counter. Just gonna do this just a little bit so we don't make a mess. Y'all, switch your orange Kool-Aid, your Tang out for some watermelon juice for you and your family. Get in those benefits that we talked about. There's one. Just the sound of it just sounds so delicioso. 2. 3. 4. 5. $5.25. We got $5.25, y'all. $5.25. Now here we go with the next one. So what should we do, y'all? Should we eat it or should we juice it? What should we do? I feel I got a seed in one of the other ones, so the strainer isn't as good as we thought. I think I see. Yep, I see a seed. Caught him. Let's see what's like. Nah, you're going to get in these magnesium benefits. So what y'all think? Juice this one or cut it up and eat it whole? What you thinking? What you thinking? Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. And we did all of that in 20 minutes. Actually, less than that because I talked to y'all. So 20 minutes, and you got 1 jar of juice for the whole week if you wanted to, if you're not drinking multiple in one day. So let's go for it. Talk to me. Juice the other one. Juice the other one or cut it open, taste it, and see. Should we juice it or just eat it whole? I'm going to cut into it and let's see what we got going on. But y'all, dehydration disguised as fatigue. Most people think they're tired because they didn't sleep well, but often they're just dehydrated. All right. Coffee, soda, even stress, they all can fuel dehydration. Yes, they can. You're drinking liquids, but they're still dehydrating. Even sometimes tea can be dehydrating. So watermelon helps replenish fluids and support detox pathways so your energy naturally rises. Okay? Let's not be dehydrated because it causes so many different problems. Sugar cravings caused by imbalance, y'all. I know. The paydays be paydaying. The nut rolls be nut rolling. I just went with some of the ones that I know are for me. You insert your own candy and craving. The cookies, the cake, the brownies, the cupcakes, the donuts. I get it. Yeah, those cravings are real, but it's oftentimes your body screaming for hydration or stable blood sugar. So watermelon can definitely satisfy those sweet cravings while supporting blood sugar balance. Drop your favorite sugar craving treat in the comments just so we know it's real, because we being real and relatable. It's not about perfection, it's about progress, getting educated, and then empowering to make good decisions, different decisions to help live a life that is reduce the pain, reduce bloating, reduce fatigue, and vibrant, and increasing that vitality that we know we deserve. All right, so don't blame yourself for the sugar cravings. Not saying, oh, I wish I had more willpower, but start hydrating a little bit more and see how the cravings kind of decrease and fade over time. But that also could mean taking a little bit more investigation and seeing what's actually happening in your body, because it could be something unrelated to just dehydration. So you want to get to know your body. So check those things out. Don't have an all or nothing mindset. Like, that's going to keep you stuck. Like, how many times you said, oh, I'll start Monday. It's Monday. That thinking just kind of keeps you in a loop when you could just start with the next decision, or the next thing you eat, or the next thing you drink, or the next time you really get up and move. It's all up to you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, they shape your behaviors, in turn create the lifestyle that you live that day, that moment, not a week from now or days from now. And so watermelon juice could be a small, sustainable way that helps you build that momentum. Like I am now. We're talking momentum for the rhythm. Momentum for the rhythm. Momentum for the rhythm. That healing rhythm. Okay, let me stop, y'all. So stop trying to think that you got to overhaul everything all at once. All right. Take the spot your trigger quiz so you can really see where your top disruptors are. All right. Because I really want you to build the rhythm, because there's so many women that stay stuck because they don't realize that they're not caring for themselves in the right way. They're overwhelmed and they try to change everything all at once. Or they say, I'm going to do this for 75 days. I'm going to do this for 30 days. I'm going to do this for 21 days. And they don't get into a sustainable rhythm that's going to allow them to get to a place where they do it almost every day and it feels good and it's natural for them. And so I really want you to start thinking about how you can truly build a rhythm to help yourself. Know that you're listening to your body, you're caring for your body, you're loving your body, and you're healing on your own terms. All right. And if you don't know what that looks like, check out the show notes. Ooh, I heard a little pop. I don't know. This is a red one, guys. If it ain't sweet, it might be juiced. I don't know. Let's taste it and see. There's a 5-day mindful eating jump start. It'll let you know what some smoothies, juice recipes, cooked and raw plant-based recipes. And again, you can add your own meat to it if you choose to do so. Uh-oh, y'all. This one coming through sweet. Might need to eat for them sugar cravings. Put the payday down and eat you some watermelon. Get your roll on with some watermelon, not a nut roll. Again, you insert your own favorite treat. Do it yourself. We'll check the show notes and check it all out. Y'all, after you take that quiz, we're going to have a breakthrough vibe session so we can identify those top 3 disruptors and see what you can start doing to really get in a better rhythm to help heal yourself. We'll help definitely, like, if you're serious and you want to change and you're ready to take action, we're going to identify those disruptors so you can start disrupting yourself and start building the rhythm in a way that you want to heal. What aligns best for you? Not me, but for you. All right. And just so you know, I am also having a live event. In the show notes, you can check the link. It's called the 5 Costly Mistakes Keeping You Stuck in Pain and Fatigue. All right. So this training will definitely change the way you think about healing and how to really help yourself start creating a real transformation from the root. So if you want to look forward to that live event coming up, check the show notes and definitely get into it. But y'all, I am going to just cut this watermelon and I'm just going to eat it. I'm just going to eat it because it's sweet and I want to chew. All right. And sometimes that's just what you need, a good chew. So I'm going to cut this watermelon up. I won't juice it and I'm going to take it with me and I'm going to eat it. So I'm going to juice, turn it up on the juice, eat this red seeded watermelon because it's definitely so sweet. So what I want you to remember is that healing isn't about starting over. It's about starting small and building rhythms so that way you heal on your own terms and you do it intentionally. Every time you pour this juice, this watermelon juice, or whatever you choose to juice, carrot and pineapple juice, you're sending a message to your body that you're listening, that you're honoring it, and that you're ready to shift. So I am living proof that you can turn your pain into power. You don't have to push through it anymore. You can actually heal, empower, and reclaim your life, one habit at a time. Heal daily, thrive always. Y'all, thanks for vibing with me. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and then comment disrupt if you want to get that link for that. I think it's about 15 lifestyle disruptors that could be fueling your pain, your bloating, your fatigue, that's keeping you stuck, not going towards a life of vitality, but a life of surviving. And I want you to go thrive. Y'all, it's your Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach Giovanni, host of the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. Thanks for vibing with me, y'all.